Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm back and I'm mad.
In the words of both dog and cat, WT fuck. Also, we can't see your norks. Get the baps out. There's no point in having a hot tub pool thing going on there if there's no tits.
That's
How
so
else will you
changed.
get the people
Welcome to
shooting
my
in?
bathtub.
What I'm hoping for is, because I think it was last week, just as we finished, Dr. Faust arrived.
Oh.
And I just want him to show up for more of the show this week to find you with your norks out, desperately trying to hot tub stream to get the views in, and just go, no, I don't need this in my life.
Well, technically, I'm a patron of his, so he gets pestered by me all the time.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. Better be aware then that you're forever getting your tits out. There's Steve-O. Steve-O.
Hello, Steve. So, welcome one and all. I don't know what happened to our audio there.
Stopped by the pizza man, presumably.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Crust. Or skull.
Or, if I wanted to be very improper, Zastarovia.
Could be that. Sounds a bit detrimental. If people are paying attention to the green chicken, by the way, har du gamla smutsiga strumpor? Do you have the dirty old socks? Which leads me to believe that the green chicken has some unusual kinks. But that was today's today's phrase.
After killing you in the streets at some point, you're now getting dirty underwear. That's
well, at least it's just socks. Hasn't hit the panties yet.
I crept my pants.
I fouled myself. I fouled myself like somebody at the May Day parade in Helsinki.
Oh God!
Is that too soon?
I don't know.
Oh, did you not see the guy doing 100 kilometers an hour through the middle of Helsinki?
Yeah,
while they were having the parade,
and then screaming something which nobody cared to explain what he was screaming.
Who knows? Who knows? And then they applied a taser to his side as they restrained him. I was impressed, considering the car was almost flattened, that they managed to actually require the taser and not just a shovel in a bucket.
Yeah, and even more that he didn't kill anybody in the process.
Oh, there's a great picture of him just going plowing through, and you see like a group of people, and one guy decides to finish his run across the street, and the other one's back off as he zips in between them.
Yeah, I've seen that one when all of a sudden somebody on the crosswalk just goes, what the fuck was that?
WT fuck indeed.
Yeah. So, in Happy News, we are looking at Tiny Fighting Man today.
Yes.
Which is our first candidate?
Well, the first candidate was, as I said already, 7 Bot Wars projects, but then at the last minute, I throttled out of that one. So we're looking at this instead.
So you either found your inner inner self and said, "No, we can't do this," or you'd start to lose interest in that kind of thing?
No,
Or are
I
you
don't
saving
think
up
I'll
for?
ever.
Or you're saving up for the day that my box actually arrives and is all mangled and battered and bruised?
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Well, I'm guessing that what's happened to a box that's around the globe 2 times.
Well, to be fair, I only did half of the globe. Oh, fuck me! 1-0 already, bastards.
And here I was thinking you were talking about the Fugu Kickstarter, as the days has said. Fugu Kickstarter just finished. Don't bother going there now. You're too late. You can still go for curious little tiny dwarves.
Yes, the rock knots.
Recknards only need one more backup, and he needs to make a fifth wave.
Fifth, yeah. Been through the second, third waves already. There's been quite a lot of waves.
Hilarious.
Oh, cop ball watching there, content. Huh? Shocking.
Piers is doing a 20mm battle group.
Oh, he's been doing this forever and a day. It's been doing it for so long. This time he's way out east in the Pacific, living life to the max.
Oh,
Pepsi Max.
Very modular looking terrain piece.
Well, it's just his boards. So sometimes he reuses them for other things. Sometimes he takes them with him.
Oh, train, Lloyd, train.
Choo choo. Mother Funsters, choo choo.
Oh, and can I just say I love the execution of the gold buttons this Sunday.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite sure if you were going through with it when Ben is on holiday, that you just would simply slash the button.
I'm living the dream. What can I say?
I'm pretty sure Crispin is all over the place.
I had considered just all 3 golden buttons to Crispin. Yeah. But yeah, Piers doing his delightful best as always to annoy everybody by having a load of stuff painted up and looking particularly nice.
And so far, I can't find anything to complain about. That's annoying.
Oh, there's always stuff to complain about. It's very least on round bases.
Well, if I were to hear him pronounce the unit designations, I might have an angle on him.
Oh, it's possible.
I mean, it took me some time to get Warren to say "Stuck" properly.
Yeah, but Piers has been at it long enough that he should know better. But yeah, it's an impressive, shockingly impressive project from Piers. If people haven't seen it before, I'd be very surprised if they haven't seen it before. You'll never be able to see it all because we could just do the entire night on this project.
Yeah, I guess.
I really like the golden buttons. I like the golden buttons so much until there was a message from Justin on Saturday going, "Oh, this might trigger some people. We shouldn't put the show out this weekend." And I went, "I'm in the bar watching the match. I don't care what the fuck you do."
Well, wait. He didn't want to put out the show because of the interesting tidbits.
Oh, yeah. As I said, I think my exact words were, if people can't take a joke, fuck them, is my take on this. But if you guys want to go ahead and cancel it, you go ahead. But I'm watching football.
Oh, God. Hello, folks, welcome. Pete, hope you have recovered from your curry.
Da, 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 da.
Well, technically, he could have just put some stickers on the video.
Put stickers on things. That was a compression suit and a reference to the best sci-fi film of all time, Spaceballs.
And also,
and a GW painting handle.
Let's not forget the XLBS is something only for backstagers, so technically only for adults.
I don't care if it's for adults or not. If people are old enough to know what they are, take a fucking joke. If they're not old enough, then they're not going to ask questions. Why is that cowboy wearing a lot of black? Because he's a bad man. Cowboys, wear black if they're bad. Oh, well, you scrape through, Damon. Let's put it like that. I need to find somebody. I was like, which one's the least offensive? And you only made me throw up a little in my mouth. So your project went in. But yeah, if anybody's ever looking to paint all of World War II, then that's probably a good way to go.
And I think you're literally meaning all of World War II, not just some of it, but all of it.
That project covers most of the theaters and a vast majority of the periods that you can just work your way through.
Sadly, no.
You missed a goal, Fulcrum. Villarreal are 1-0 up within the first 3 minutes, so
sadly,
good start for them.
Pink,
should make the rest of the match kind of interesting.
No pink submarine in here. Operation Petticoat, I believe was the name of the movie.
You can't have everything.
Yes, and leaving a comment as is newly introduced tradition.
Oh, that's right. Taunting them. Going, we watch you when you sleep.
Yes, we touch you when you sleep. You can't stop us. So, what's next then? He asked.
Next, God scale.
Tiny scales?
God scale. You may think of this as infantry scale for bot war.
Or maybe Battletech.
Or also, yes, Battletech.
Are they just tiny space marines?
Yes. Well, no, because these are Vanguard sci-fi desert raiders. So, not space marines. Don't worry about the big space marines. They are 6mm and could be used on something like Epic. Certainly based correctly for Epic. Actually, no, they're based on the newer Epic basing, not the lovely square bases like nature intended. You can have everything. And despite the fact it says things like Onslaught miniatures, they've got nothing to do with Dungeons and Dragons prepaints. Who would have thought?
I love the fact that he used pennies for his character model.
It's a bit big. A 5p piece probably would have done the Lord's own work there. But then they're not magnetic. I don't know if that's an important thing.
Guess not. Because I think it would be very hard to hide a magnet somewhere in that tiny base that's strong enough.
No, the pennies are magnetic themselves. So if you've got magnetic sheet, they'll stick. Or do you mean on the squarey ones?
The Marines itself to get a magnet in there to have them removable from the base.
Oh, that's a bit much. You've gone wrong, mate, if you're starting to do that. It's like the time I got some 3mm by 1mm magnets. So bars rather than discs. So I could swap out lightsabers for transportation, because that was important.
I think if you start to magnetize anything that's 6mm and lower, you need to reevaluate your priorities in life.
Hey, it was a very crazy time, the early 2000s.
Yeah, it's still 1999 for me.
I tried to tell somebody that 1990s was 10 years ago, and they corrected me. They're going, you're clearly missing the joke here, fuckwit.
Have you hit them hard?
No, they were on the internet, which is like the worst place.
In that case, you can only laugh at them and be comforted by the sheer thought that A, you're probably taller than them, and they will be dead sometime.
Without a doubt, they will be dead. So the real question then, Toros, old buddy, old pal, is when's the first battle report coming?
But please use a font that is bigger than 6mm.
Oh no, 6mm, that's the way to go. Look, you can get camera right up to it.
Appropriate font for tiny battle reports is a tiny font.
Tiny fonts are tight.
Looking glass not included.
I got looking glass once. They had to send me something down from the studio, and they included this to help my old eyes, they said.
Cunts.
I thought so. I'm more disturbed that they had one or where it came from. or what it was being used for before they inserted it into my package. You are misses.
I'm pretty sure that was some kind of McDonald's Happy Meal toy or something.
Ooh, quantum entanglement.
That could be useful.
I don't know if I've got a special entanglementer for the quantums though. I have been watching some people talk about things like quantum entanglement, but they're mostly flat earthers and lunatics.
We need much more science in the miniature games.
Has to be seen to be believed.
Don't mind my glowing miniatures. That's perfectly fine. And no, they're not moving on by themselves.
I've got my special radiant paint. Is that what you're saying?
Have I ever told you the story about my teacher who collected watches?
No.
So my teacher in 9th grade was collecting watches and had brought one watch to school to have checked by the physics teacher for radiation.
Nice.
After that, he came into our class calling, "Anybody wants to buy a cheap watch?"
Well, at least he was proactive in attempting to get out of the way and get some cash for it.
Yeah, he thought he had bought a clock of a series where they had already stayed away from radioactive paints, and obviously he had one of the last one of the series that still had the highly radioactive paint.
Well, you can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs.
It happens. What?
Shocking. That should have been the equalizer there. I know you're interested.
So what is next for the interested audience?
Sticking with the very, very big, but on a very, very small scale. We have some welves.
Dan Lee's doing pointy ears.
Yes.
120 points. That's a weird
It's
designation.
Part of his bingo. So don't worry. They may not actually be worth 110 or 120 points in whatever the game is, but that's what his bingo score is.
Oh, so that's more reason. He's not depicting unit costs as such, but what it gets him level-wise.
Yes.
I see. Are those 25 mil bases?
Yes. Well, actually, they may be 20s. I know Aragonata, whatever it is, 2. Oh, good block. It works on 20 mil squares, even though it's 10 mil, which is interesting, to say the least.
I think he could use another coat of green on the rims.
You know.
Just for good measure. So many
just to block it in.
So many tiny fighting men.
Quite like the look of them. I think those are those foresty dragony ones.
Yeah, I'd say you're right on that front. Oh, that's one too far.
Oh, you never want to go too far.
Yes, Forest Dragon.
I do feel like he's cheating somewhat if he got 10 points for the giant orc big mech, which is bigger than your head, but also got like 10 points for the tiny base of wells. Just, you know.
Well,
I know technically it's his bingo setup.
He's cheating himself, so he's only doing himself a disservice.
I just think is he can't grip them together into 4x4s and use them in fantastic battles. So that's good.
So has he updated his project picture? Looks like it. So
has he?
Yeah.
I think he does. I think he does whenever he updates it.
Yeah. So he just needs one huge model and has a bingo on the lower row.
That's a bingo.
Yeah, that's or a kit bash and a terrain diorama for another one. Oh,
Kit
actually,
bash
he would.
and reindeer armor. Reindeer armor.
That would be 2 bingos at once, doing terrain diorama and kit bash.
Ah, that was terrible. You suck balls. Sorry.
Don't say sorry when you don't mean it.
No, I don't. That was a shit shot from Navigator, to be brutally honest.
So, next would
They
be...
should put on D. Vokarigi, you are correct, the crowd. So yes, leaving the small and going to the
Old school.
standard 28 mils. Probably about the
144.
same size as those 10 mil figures, since
Yep.
everything's got bigger these days.
144 artists doing old school stuff? Or is it just old school looking?
We're all old school when you get right down to it, but these are, I think, newer models. Certainly there's a chunk of the North Star Stargravy stuff towards the end. Not sure where the metal bits come beforehand, but they have a very old feel to them.
They
You're not gonna.
do look very
You're playing
lovely.
out very slowly, ladies. Put your finger out. Oh, that's good. Oh, too much.
Oh, look here. Squid head.
Yep. Oh, offside. Squid head. Where? What? What's going on?
Oh, and
Granite.
a golden button.
Like all squid heads, he's a grenadier. Yeah, got a golden button in February. I assume I was off that week. I can't remember it. Although maybe I could remember it. Had I been drinking?
Hold on.
Easy, Tiger. I really like the Wolfman. I don't know if he's supposed to be a Wolfman or some sort of alien lion thing. But it's good. It has a certain, what's that Muppets in Space TV show?
Muppets in Space?
Farscape. Has a Farscape feel.
Yeah, very much.
I mean, what Muppets in Space? How many Muppets in Space do you know? With the exception of Pigs in Space.
Yeah,
which technically is Muppets in Space, but you know.
Also, Mystery Science Theater 2000 is technically in space?
Yeah, they're not Muppets.
Well, what are they then?
I suppose you could call them badly animated toys at best, because most of it was just shaken up and down, and then the bits flapped. There was no real
fair enough
control.
And the talking bubblegum dispenser also doesn't really count as a completely animated object.
No. Everybody preferred Crow anyway. But
I really do love the paint job he's done on these. And if the audience would excuse me, I need to toot my horn a sec.
You need to toot your horn with people watching. This hot tub thing's gone to your head, clearly.
I just forgot that I'm also allergic.
You blew your nose so hard that you've got quiet.
Yes.
Will that self-right itself?
I hope so.
That's interesting.
I totally forgot that in springtime I tend to react to hop.
So the real thing for me then is pollen is just flower sperm.
Yeah.
And you don't invite it in. So anybody who suffers from hay fever is actually just being raped by a flower.
Yeah, a German comic artist once said, I don't really mind,
don't mind the
flowers and trees procreating, not procrastinating. What's that the word for setting off offspring?
Procreate. Like
but
the putty.
He would like them to stop doing that in his nose. And that's a
very good overlap. Oh well.
That's a 4-panel comic that's embedded in my mind every springtime again.
There's Crispin. We're just talking about you, Crispin.
Yeah, we said that sadly this show has been redacted and you must return your golden button. Because some unhaired person on the team said we can't show this to the world, and now we need to give you need to give it back. Sorry, mate. Just
you got to fight for your right to partay.
Yeah, you need to come over and do parlay.
If you don't, the Beastie Boys died for nothing, just like Jesus.
Jesus didn't die.
Tell you what, I'm not happy either. Jesus, the water kicking up off that pitch.
So what's next now that Crispin is here?
Well, I thought we would make everybody very, very, very sad
How do we do that?
by doing this.
Yeah, so 42. Fair warning to anybody.
We just assumed it was a GW painting handle because they just look exactly the same.
Just a fair warning now for everybody. These pictures may be disturbing. There have been Legos involved and they have been glued, so just be warned. Don't be scared. So 42 is on a mission to make everybody and their mother look bad when it comes to modeling.
But he's using parts from Lego Technique, which, you know, isn't ideal.
Yeah. So alone the start of this project is I want to kill him. Why are people so talented?
Make up for lack of height? I don't know.
Could
There's
be.
only one way to find out for certain. Beer Hall, Munich. Oh, you're just not at it today, guys, are you?
Yeah, at this point he starts using Lego parts, and he doesn't even use them as a ways to look different, but just for the shape, which is somehow
It's internal support.
very annoying.
I mean, otherwise, if you could use Meccano, we all would. It's awesome.
He could have gone for the cheapy Chinese Mega Blocks.
No, are they not huge? Also, have they ever made the Technic version?
Yes, I think so.
Have they?
I would be very impressed if the Chinese didn't copy anything.
Yeah, there are no toy stores in Northern Ireland anymore, I think, so it's difficult to say what they've done.
Technically,
toy store here decades.
Technically, you can't buy these toys in stores. Full stop. You just get them by mail order.
No.
Yeah,
where the fuck did he escape from? Somebody's lab. Oh, is that what you're using it for? The actual mechanical movement? That's even more clever then. You deserve a golden button for this. What a shame Ben's not here.
It's madness. That's what it is.
Toy Master Banbridge. Nobody goes to Banbridge unless they were looking to buy some drugs at Circus or whatever the fuck it was called. That's the reason you went to Banbridge.
I'm guessing that's a place in Ireland?
Yep. Oh, too far. Just not at the fucking game at all here. Went off with the female guard. And nobody noticed. Did she wear him out like a hat? I have so many questions, Crispin.
Maybe reserve them for the XLBS next week.
I'm
pretty sure that will make Ben happy if he's back.
Don't think so.
Also, just as a short interlude here while Fulcrum is there, if you're in Germany and part of the OTT sphere,
only Germans though, hates the Austrians. You're not allowed to come. Continue.
Join into the forum and look for the thread where we are planning a German OTT-ish meet and greet. If enough people join in and we find a suitable location, we might just do it. If not, well, then we obviously won't. I think safe to say, if I now leave the comment that we have watched his project, it's a bit
superfluous.
Yes.
That wasn't a foul. He slipped on their incredibly fucking wet. Did they waterlog this pitch deliberately? Is this some sort of clever thing? You got a team of fucking mermaids on board. Look at that water coming up. If you told me this was at fucking Anfield, I would have believed you. They're in fucking Spain.
No, Crispin, you never told me you have got a niece in Germany. I think at least you didn't. And if you did, I probably have forgotten because I tend to forget everything these days. Oh, Great Primer, a meetup in Northern Ireland shouldn't be that hard. As Jerry mentioned prior to the show, Nern is very small, so
Yeah.
just go over to your mate's place and have at it.
That's the one. That's how the magic happens. I think we need to get in a half time at 1-0 down, just so Klopp can slap these people.
So, while I'm ignoring Panzer's reference to Poland, what's next?
Really, you're not gonna spend any more time looking at that?
No, I had my full
Depressed enough.
this afternoon already, and I'm not changing pants
Can't have
again.
any more. No.
No.
Shame. Terrible.
I may rub one off later again.
Oh well, that makes sense. Well, as Virgil van Dijk is being shouted at by Klopp at the touch, then we have a look at this.
Umbra, Empire of Sonnenstahl, whatever Sonnenstahl is supposed to mean.
It's the 9th Age fictional version of Warhammer World's fictional version of Germany. That wasn't fictional.
I don't know if this is a thing that happens in English speaking countries often, but I really get annoyed about people using German sounding things that totally are not German sounding.
Right.
It's just...
Allow me to introduce you to both Pig Latin and fiction.
To who now, where, what?
Because, you know, all of that.
Oh, God.
All of that's lies. Not really much you can do about it.
I couldn't find the video. You know the scene from Saw Gerrera going, lies, deception.
Yes.
I made a 3-second supercut and I can't find it.
Oh, there.
I had it. I need to look it up. I think I left it at work. Next week we will have a button that goes, lies, deceptions, every day more lies.
Somewhere on the table is just a supercut of Saw Gerrera. I like how you can just leave it and work.
Working in IT. So
here's the thing: if you're going to let play continue because that wasn't a foul, he should be booked for simulation. Then referee, just saying, because he went down like he'd been shot by a fucking sniper in the crowd.
So Umbra is doing stuff for technically what is
could be Oldhammer, could be the Ninth Age, could be Kings of War, could be whatever he wants. I quite like the fact that he based his Emperor on a painting of said Emperor. It's a good look. What can I say? There's a nice version of, or it may actually be that armor that the painting is based on display. But yeah.
Looks like he's using contrast paints or something. Or am I wrong at that?
I don't think so. No.
Are there metallic contrast paints from Games Workshop?
No, they haven't done such a thing.
Okay.
Such a horrendously evil thing. Weirdly, whenever you said contrast, I immediately looked at the colours, because, you know, contrast is very unforgiving for overlaying.
Does he say somewhere what he's using?
I think they're just regular paints.
Oh, speed paints.
Ah.
Josh bought the set using speed paints.
Wow.
Yeah, I think at that point when somebody invents metallics, speed paints / contrast paints, we also will be getting tartan in pots.
Well, I mean, that delightful Marco already has. He's done his own contrast metallics.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he made a pot of tartan.
No, not yet. Give him time, though.
But
But he's done the metallics. I mean, I can't see really what you gain from. I mean, metallics are metallics. They're there for the shine. Even if you put on just a flat coat, as long as it's thin enough, you'll get the reflection on it. It's not the same as a sort of opaque color, because you're after a metally look.
See?
Yeah.
Oh god.
But what I'm looking at the moment is the very bad final pass through there to Jota. So I don't have time for your mold lines.
Any casualties to report? Or nothing yet?
Did he get his med kit? I don't know. Here's hoping he didn't.
Why do these guys look so uninspired?
Because they're being forced to carry a pike.
They look like how I'm feeling when it's Monday morning and I need to go to work. Just hanging shoulders, hanging heads. 5 more minutes, mommy, please.
Yeah, I've got a rig of the speed paints behind me. I've been painting some of the bot war stuff up using them.
Here again.
Nice. They're very matte. I like that compared to the contrast super glossy. First thing you have to do after you've put contrast on is fucking matte it down so you can see what color it actually looks like.
It's almost like they are intended to be very bright and poppy. Very childlike.
Oh.
Contrast.
I don't mind if they're bright and poppy. I mind that they're gloss, because you can't see the actual color because it's so heavily gloss, the reflection of it.
Okay. Then I got you wrong on that one.
Yeah, you did.
I misunderstood and I apologize.
Do you have contrast?
No, I don't.
If you have contrast, I put the same color on a bit of plastic, or whatever, and then cover half of it and spray it with a matte varnish, and they'll look like two completely different things because the high gloss reflection just completely fucks.
It's that bad.
Yeah, well, Steve will be there. There he is. Steve, you'll be able to explain it in more detail, or rumbly it about the difference between gloss and matte finish, and how it makes the colors appear. Ooh.
Airbrushing contrast over true metal metallics, says Steve.
I've seen Marco do that. I've done it on something. Done it on that goblin thing over there. But then at that point, what's the difference between that and just using just acrylic inks? You know, you're looking for something that's translucent and not opaque, highly pigmented. You know,
the difference might be the amount you have to pay at the checkout if you buy.
Oh well, yeah, there's that. Yeah. See.
So after being in the 9th with the Emperor of Sonnenstahl.
Good bait.
God, I despise that name.
Good.
What's next?
Just think of all those people who speak English having to read things like Lord of the Rings. Next is that.
And that is... Oh, I can't find my windows. 2000 AD, again, by Denzian.
Yes, it's been 7 days since we've seen some... Oh, that was a very bad pass back. We're going to get another one scored past us here. Oh, penalty. Nope.
Is he finished with everything now? I'm afraid to ask.
Or
just barely?
Oh, he's rolling around like he's been shot. That was a squeaky bum moment. Terrible mistake from Navigator. Kid is getting subbed at half time, I'm telling you. Pardon me.
Oh, look, there's that nice dude where you can't tell if it's front or back.
Ooh, that one's going to VAR, I tell you that.
How does this guy even see anything?
Which one?
This one. The weird one with the book and dagger in hand.
Oh, because that's just things. That's
Look-
just like
Looking like a walking shrubbery.
furry hat. In the same way Cousin Ed can see things.
I don't think Cousin It is actually able to see. I think he's walking around on some kind of ultrasonic like bats are.
Yeah, but Denzian's not right, Demon. And he's an extra 7 days of you. So you got to balance those out.
Get to it. Or as
Look,
Monty
Earth
Python,
Warriors and everything.
or as Monty Python once said, "Get on with it."
Oh, yes, get on with that. I'm too busy watching this. Could have been a penalty. Could have been anything. Who knows?
Could be.
Ba-na-na-na-na.
What's that called again when somebody naked runs around the field? Striker? Streaker?
Berserker.
No, not on tabletop. In football.
All right. Yeah. Striker.
SpongeBob Woolwich.
SpongeBob is having an all right game. Assume we're talking about Virgil van Dijk.
No,
SpongeBob because he soaks everything up in defense. No.
I was talking about this. Guess these
Oh,
are
the
the
hats.
huts that are included in the set.
Yeah, there are 2 huts. I've not even bothered opening the thing because they're so angular. If I want a round hut, I'll just buy a tin of Pringles. I mean, I appreciate the fact that they're including them, but they should have just went, we'll charge you £3 left or less. Go out and buy yourself some Pringles and have a lovely round hat that's round and everything.
Also, by not including, they could have saved on shipping costs because I think the MDF
And you'd get
is
lovely Pringles.
really heavy.
To be honest, I completely missed they were in there the first time because it's very thin. It's just, I think it's like 1 sheet for your little huts. So there's not a huge amount going on there.
He's taking his little adventurer party outside to take some pictures. That's always very nice.
Well, he often does. Sometimes he goes out in the height of winter with his snow troopers and takes them with all snow and stuff about. It's all very good. That's another terrible pass out. Oh, it's been a horrendous performance.
And a very big stack of very useful boxes.
Better than that, they're really useful boxes.
I think that's the only product I can think of the top of my head that deserves its name.
Because they are boxes.
And very useful.
Really useful. It's gold, 2-2.
Not just sometimes useful or mostly useful, but really useful.
That's the one. Look, Fomorians.
Oh, he says they look fine on the table because you only see the roof from the top, so...
Yeah, you see that. But I can see the walls from here. And they're in a different country.
Well, you are towering above any game, so...
Yeah. We don't play on a very narrow board. Very low down. We tend to play on like a table.
The world is just too full of nice-looking miniatures.
Look, it's everybody's favourite. Ah, back to green people. Look at that.
You're talking about that.
You're meant to be a defender, for fuck's sake, Trent. Jump.
You're talking about that lovely dude on the left side.
Yes. Lord Weird.
Too talented for their own goods.
Are you going to actually play football now?
Doris,
No, you're always hitting that straight at him, Jonna. You should take another tap.
To confess, since I don't know what Pringles actually means, or if this has any meaning, I don't know if they deserve the name.
It's a brand name.
So it doesn't have any really meaning, so could be anything.
Well, it does for people who like to eat crisps out of jars, /tubs, /tubes.
It's like there's one brand called Crunch Chips, so if they're crunchy, they deserve their name, but basically that's
Could be.
any
Could be that.
chips. After Lovely Slime, what's next on the docket?
Blah, blah, blah. Gorka and his 40k.
40k, you say?
Yep.
Oh, look. A bike that can't drive anywhere.
Yeah, but you don't need to drive. I like to imagine the wheels are just there to spin, and it's actually held up by some sort of floaty things. It's like a speeder bike. The wheels are just there for show. I also like the
because
fact
they're
that
used
what
to.
appears to be is two buck-naked rabbits have been tied to the top of his bolters at the front as well.
Yeah, that's. I've seen this. The Americans do this. They use some bacon, wrap it around the machine gun, then put some aluminum foil around it, and then fire the gun so long that it gets hot, and then the bacon is done.
My license sorted out. Aye, okay. If I did that, I'd have to be sober.
Is he bragging about his driver's license?
Could be.
Are you allowed to drive?
Protected wheels and bare body, yeah. 100%.
Steve, are you allowed to drive
Why is it
anything
what you do?
bigger than an ordinary car with your license? Where's your lorry driving license, peasant? Huh? Where's your bicycle, motorcycle driving license?
Maybe he's forklift certified, at which point, your argument is invalid.
No. Not really.
It's very peculiar.
Superior power through...
Have any of these Liverpool players met each other before? Because it seems like it's their first day.
Maybe it is.
They've gone full Homer Penguin.
It's a blind date on the footy field.
Yeah, Chaos Gorka doing his usual, hammering stuff out in a timely, neat fashion, as per always.
And with a very distinct style and cleanliness that is almost disgusting.
Yeah. Well, if you want to try and make things ultimately repeatable, it's the best way to do it. Is not to spend time doing a lot of blending and subtle highlighting and stuff like that. Just having nice
sharp
edge highlights.
Yeah, I guess as much. Oh,
because you could do it over and over, on and on, like Ariston. Blue guys.
These are very blue. Holy shit balls.
That's a feature, Steve. It's supposed to do that. Yes, they are very Zinchian. It must be the time of the year for it, because I've seen Brushstroke has also been doing something that's incredibly Zinchian.
Yeah, didn't he make a tutorial on how to paint 1,000 Suns army?
He did, correct. Don't back off him. Somebody fucking tackle him, you tubes. Where's he on the floor?
He lost his glasses.
I assume whatever club says will not be broadcastable at halftime.
You think so?
Fucking I know so.
That's a lot of... Oh, God.
Oh, God?
Yes, literally.
Who's God?
The weird one on the golden throne, I think.
Oh, that God. He's not a real God.
That's a very nice gradient on the wings.
Presumably, that's St. Celestine, the unboxable.
Because you'd never get her back in the box?
You're never getting her in any case at all, no. I do like that. It's a very different colour scheme than you normally see. Although, if you did see her with big purple wings, you would shoot her in the head. Because that just screams Zinch.
Yeah, it's a bit... potentially suggesting wrong affiliation on the battlefield.
I think that's the first time they've attempted to press the keeper this match.
Gorker's still way too talented. I just can't bear this anymore.
If it makes you feel any better, he probably doesn't get to keep them. They may be going to a new home.
Yeah, but I'm guessing
if you right click and save those images, then you have them as much as he does.
There's
half time. I'm glad to go in at half time too.
I'm guessing
because that could have been fucking much worse.
He's exchanging them for a not insurmountable pile of cash.
Well, what's he gonna do with cash? Huh?
Buy more minis.
Yeah. So you say. But you're not the boss of me.
Oh, Steve, you should know better than to try updating your projects while the hobby hangout is running. Everybody and their daughter is trying to watch it.
Oh, is that what you think it is? Oh, Van Dyke is not happy. Somebody's getting their head bounced off a wall in the top changing rooms. Oh.
So who is following in these giant footsteps?
Well, I felt if there was one person we could put in immediately after Chaos Gorka who would stand up on par with the paint job we've just seen, it's Doug the Fug.
The fucking Doug, and he does a battle report. Oh, this is an instant golden button. Silver Bayonet battle report.
Look, it's like a whole table.
It's even more than that table, I'd say. It looks bigger.
Well, it looks like more than a table, but I imagine, like all Silver Bayonet games, you're only using the 3-foot square in the middle because you don't play on bigger tables. I guess very confusing if you do. But time will tell. Doug can answer us. He's lurking there somewhere. But I like this. Even if it does show the skull layer of the Warhammer world. Which I could never get my fucking head round. Let's make let's make a tabletop. A fucking gaming table. Okay. What's the world made of? Inner core, outer core, lava, mantle, skulls, crust.
That's one
skull layer. You sure?
That's one product where I can see the design process happening. They were sitting down talking about how to make these and what should we do in these cracked open things, and somebody just jokingly said, "Oh, let's make them full of skulls," and PR is going, "That's fucking genius."
we can only be thankful it didn't get filled up with fish. Which is a joke that they've still not fucking finished laughing at. But speaking of which,
welcome, James Stockwell.
Well, that's not what I was going to say, but that too. Hello. Speaking of which, how many people are subscribed to Ben's YouTube channel?
I am.
Notice he's been chugging out little videos every week.
Yes, I have.
So he had a Mordheim one recently.
I was tempted to ask him if he was on his way out.
That's the best way. So, Ben, are you attempting to build up your what you call him? Who's that guy? In a Duncan Road style. Attempting to build up your base before
his
you
own
fuck
brand. Yes, Great Rabbi. Ben has a YouTube channel. I think it's called Here Be Dragons.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure he also has a Twitch channel, because he had been streaming last year for some time before his PC went all crap on him.
I imagine he'll probably start that up again, because he's got a shiny new PC. But anyway.
He has?
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, Dutch. How is yourself hanging on to life? Because dragons. Yes, that's the other one.
That works too. So, obviously it's a battle report, which is great, but also it's a battle report with big chunky fuck off narrative that even I can read.
Without glasses.
Yep.
From the other side of the room.
Yep. 100%. I quite like it. I like the big pictures. I like the big words.
And to be fair, most people, myself included, can't be asked to read long texts.
Right? Why not? Is it because you're cunts?
Yes.
Terrible cunts.
And I don't have any time.
Oh my god.
So having a
Don't have any time?
No, I don't.
To read a battle report?
No, I don't.
Well, you know how you get more time?
Nope.
Don't bother looking both ways when you're crossing the road. That will save you enough time to read a proper battle report.
Why would I be crossing the road? I'm in the car.
You've got to get out of a car at some point.
Yes,
Can't
in
be always
front
in a
of
car.
my house. There's no road to cross.
That's it. It's the only place you walk.
Yes.
Aren't you fatter?
And
I walk more than that and I'm fat.
yes.
This is an outrage.
It is.
It's an outrage. I'm going to send that guy from Helsinki round to follow you to your work.
But you also just see me from my lovely titties upwards, so you don't know how
That's true.
I look from way below.
It has.
I could be Warren-sized. I'm not, but I could be.
Mm. He says that, but before we come on air, he often does either the helicopter or the light switch.
Watch me do the helicopter. I need that fulfillment.
The house in the middle is your own dog box ruined barn. That's a sentence and a half. I would like you to explain that, but I think I know what you mean, because I'm pretty sure I've seen you make scenery out of pet food packaging in the past. But if you just read that, the house in the middle is my own dog box ruined barn. Technically it's a sentence, and technically all those words are English. But when combined like that, if you don't have the prior knowledge, you're very confused.
Where did you read that? Is it way down?
No, it's in the chat.
Oh, I need a second monitor.
That's what nature wants. So how's your crew? How's your Silver Bayonet unit performing then, Doug? Did you play more than one game, or was it just the one and done as you're sort of learning the rules?
Have you sacrificed them all, or are you going to let them live another day in another campaign?
Excuse me. Just the one so far. Everybody's still alive. I should introduce you to Shay. I should introduce you to my dice rolls. Fuck me.
Captain Dice turn 2.
Three initiative rolls of 3 from Shay, and he won them all. Like, what?
How? Why?
My initiative rolls are super balls. Actually, that's not true. We drew 3-3, and then I got substantially lower after that. But yeah.
It's almost like Nuffle hates you.
Fuck him. That's what I say. Get some wizards on my side. Deal with this Nuffle fuck. But I do like seeing all your painted stuff on the tabletop.
Did Shay like the project from Crispin?
I don't know if Shay's seen it. I'll be up tomorrow playing stuff with people. So I'll ask him that. Oh no, he did, because he had to edit it.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tomorrow is May the 4th.
Yes. That's why I'm not getting hammered right now, because I've got to be up at 6 a.m.
Oh god.
to leave to go to the studio.
You're almost up as early as I am then.
I know, it's an outrage, isn't it?
Outriders. Can't have that, can we?
No, that's terrible.
Looking forward to anything Star Wars related that's heading up our way.
Am I? No, not really. Should I be? Is there something happening? Do you want to tell me?
I am looking forward.
Oh, you are?
I don't know what you're looking for. I'm looking for. Well,
I'm looking forward to seeing Themebone's new game.
Speaking of looking
Escape the Dark.
forward, what's the next project?
The next project, like a belly button. There's only one good type, but it's an innie. Actually, belly button should be purged at birth.
April 22nd. So this is just a collection of stuff? Or is it any themed?
Well, these ones are from Anno Domini 1666. So I'm pretty sure we've seen somebody else painting them, not just innies.
Yeah,
Although the rest of this project is just a hodgepodge of various things, depending on what they're painting, including Moonstone, but alas, no bot war.
I'm pretty sure I'm getting my fill of bot war next week again.
Bot war, bot war, bot war.
Tell me, what are you lot going to do once I get my box?
We're never going to mention bot war again.
I mean, Crispin got his golden button. When I get my bot war, what else is there? We need something new.
No, 25 minutes would just get you to Ballymena from Antrim. You've got more than double that to go still. Oh, I'm pretty sure the game will be dead. But by the time it reaches Germany, all the cool kids will have moved on to other things. We're all going to probably get involved with Broken Skies, the same universe but an aerial combat game instead.
To
We'll
be
just get
honest,
involved with that.
even if that were the case, I would care.
Oh, you would.
I just want the
Oh,
lovely
would you not?
models.
You'd care so much.
Let's face it, I'm not playing anybody anywhere, so
Cry.
why should I care?
Go on. Start crying.
Nope.
Cry.
No. Not on camera. Not again.
You're the worst.
Well, technically it should be Bot War 3 Turbo Mega Edition or Nitrous or something. We had Bot War 2, Bot War 2 Turbo Edition, and whatever happens next.
It's quite a few. It's interesting. I feel I've missed something.
I'll be...
Unless that's the name of the new Bot War. Bot War 3 Squirt a Few. The Great Santini. No, but the problem with that is I'm fairly certain that was the name of a murderer in Colombo.
The name certainly does ring a bell. Let me just say, if and when my Bot War box arrives, I will A, make an unboxing, and B, I'll try to make some kind of interview with Anthony.
Wow.
Just at least I'll ask him if he wants to have a chat with me over a pint or two, talking about postal services.
Oh yeah.
I think that would be basically a video going bleep 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 bleep.
You'll be pleased to hear that I was correct. That was the name of a murderer in Colombo.
Oh, you actually looked that up now.
Oh fuck yeah, of course it was. Played by Jack Cassidy. Jack Cassidy's an amazing murderer.
How can one be an amazing murderer?
He's an amazing murderer. Whether he was an author, a publisher, or a magician, he was always good quality when murdering people on Colombo. Just saying.
Oh, yes.
Well, what's wrong with you? Are you telling him that we're watching him? I quite like his Moonstone stuff. I like the basing. It's very sort of autumnal, neutral basing.
In this project, it's only AD 1666 and Age of Song of Fire.
Right? You're not looking at Moonstone? Because I can send you all the links to Moonstone. I can just spam links. No,
I just went to the lower project part, and there is nothing else. There's just this.
Right.
So here, go look for yourself. Go down all the way.
I don't have to go down. I'm currently looking at it.
See, first entry, January 16th, Golds, Mercs, 86 and 6, Clan of Bushido, Age of Song, and Stuff of Fire. And there's nothing else in it. There's
the best Colombo was Billy Codley. Oh, I don't think so. I mean, he was an interesting, eccentric murderer as a conductor. But, you know, was he the best?
Boris just made a quite interesting point. Technically, that is really possible because the next releases for Legion are scheduled for August.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at the moment, the race is between me doing a live stream game of Bot War and your parcel arriving in Germany and then you buying it and getting it home.
That's really unfair because you have your miniatures, they're already painted, and you just need to go over to the studio and do a battle report. And I can't do shit about the
It's really annoying, isn't it?
It is.
Shatterpants was amazing as a murderer. I liked the time whenever he played the midget detective, who apparently completely lost the plot and started living out two lives, where Inspector Lucerne was his character, helped Colombo solve the case against the actor who was playing Inspector Lucerne.
Just one more thing.
It's good. It's good times. But I quite like that. I like that fella there with the big scar on his face and the big beard.
Took me years to realize that Colombo had a glass eye. Never noticed.
Yes, and there was an episode of, I want to say QI, where David Baddiel was commenting on the eye. What was it, Frank Skinner? Anyway, one of them, they were commenting on the glass eye and asking, did his eye play the part of a real eye in Columbo? And you can answer that question because in the final season of Columbo, at one point he gets a rookie beat cop to come with him to look at a crime scene again, and he says 3 eyes are better than one, which means the character of Columbo
Has only
canonically has one eye as well.
Oh.
So there you go.
Yeah, Taurus, I think you're right. Johnny Cash was a killer on Columbo.
Johnny Cash was playing a not Johnny, unlike Johnny Cash.
A Johnny Cash-like character.
Yeah, ex-parachute rigger who killed his wife and his lover with his bastard child by jumping out of a plane after drugging them, watching them crash in the mountain. That was quite good. They also introduced the concept of squirrel chili con carne in that episode as well, that they were serving up at his backyard barbecue when Columbo went round. That was quite good.
Squirrel on a stick.
It wasn't on a steak, it was chili con carne. It was all chopped up.
No, I was thinking about meals that are prepped in Fallout.
All right.
So, what's the last entry for today?
So, we're returning to the delightful, warm, sunny climes of Tuscany.
Yeah, Red Verse. He had been busy again with his 3D printing.
Doing a bit with 3D printing, but also getting bags of stuff.
And how to phrase that? I'm still not very happy about 3D printing in the hobby in general.
Yes.
But since he has gone out of his way and designing the stuff himself,
Sure.
I think I can live with that. Especially since he's using it on terrain without having horrible print lines.
You are a beneficent man. What can I say?
I'm a generous one at times. I blame the alcohol for this. It's not me talking, that's the beer talking.
Well, you know.
I love the fact that he's doing these in modular form.
Bricks and pliers. The other white mate. Sorry, there's a foul on Diaz, so they're just lining up a free kick at the moment. So I'm not really looking at what you guys are up to. But, you know, you do you. If you go down a little bit further, you'll see he's got like some Mod Podge type thing in a bag. In the Holy Boy, no, that was... It's all like you didn't expect the ball to land, Mane, huh? Yeah, you know.
Fox Nature Dioramas, modeling compound.
Yeah, now it is possible to do something very similar by the medium of all that toilet roll people bought at the start of the pandemic. So you can do it yourself if you want to. But if not, then you too can make your own rock faces with bags of monkey train. And sure, isn't that, at the end of the day, what we all want? According to his project, no, those were 3D printed. But presumably using one of those resin 3D printers, like what the kids have.
Or the hipsters.
Oh, with their furry cheeks and
man
hamsters.
buns.
Thinking of hamsters again.
Whoever invented that horrible hairstyle?
I don't know.
I mean, come on.
I'm going to say a footballer, because they went through a spate where a lot of footballers would have long hair but then tie it up. Actually, Samurai created the man bun. So if you have to blame anybody, you blame the Japanese.
But they at least had the courtesy of doing it in a very manly way by using just roping around and tying it a tight knot.
Roping a tiger?
Not
There's another bad pass back. Are you attempting to give away a third goal, lads? Because that's what it looks like you're trying to do here. I tell you what, having to watch this sober because I'm fucking filming tomorrow is killing me.
Maybe you should have watched the replay tomorrow.
No,
Then.
can't watch the replay tomorrow. Well, I'll watch the replay tomorrow, maybe anyway, but I'd see the result tomorrow morning, so I can't ignore it. Some cat will mention it. What was that? Where are you going, Lewis? Oh, punt it in there. No, flattened. Oh dear, Trent's been shot.
Joe, do you remember the
Fugu.
Kickstarter that recently ran with the
Yes.
shacks?
No.
I won one.
Oh, the old one. Yes, you were saying.
It finally arrived. It's
Delightful.
It's a nice thing. The only thing that irritates me a bit is they supply a door,
Yes.
but there's no flat space. So I either need to cut into the big resin piece to make the
Could
door recessed, or just carve some things out to
You
make
stick it on the outside.
Yeah, but if you just stick it to the side, you got really large gaps, and just filling those with
You
putty
know.
don't look.
You don't fill it with putty. Just fucking file it down.
Yep, but can you see that there's a stepping inside? So I need to file fitting steps in the appropriate side. So it
That's
takes
fine.
But that takes work.
Jesus, fucking resin. It's not adamantium. You don't need to keep it liquid once you finally manage to fucking maneuver it. Is he going to move 10 fucking yards back?
And they also included a.
He's right in front of him again, referee. Just put the button in him.
And they also included a nice bag of small
Apples.
things to go onto
Apples.
the fun thing is,
Yes.
the box was opened when I got it.
Of course it was.
Opened by customs, for
Sure.
customs' sake. Because they can't believe there's just a toy in it.
They probably looked at that and thought, is this something we need to send back to Australia?
Thank God it didn't come from Australia.
And then just opened up and went, I don't think it's worthwhile. I don't think this will annoy him as much as the other stuff. So they just went ahead and...
Especially since I didn't pay for this.
Oh, right. Oh, in that case, if there was no value on it, why would they even bother sending it back to Australia?
Yeah. So
I didn't imagine your customs officials are mad bastards.
I'm very much looking forward to the Fugu Kickstarter delivery that has been finished today, and the delivery from 5 little space dwarfs.
Ooh. Did you get all of the Fugu stuff for the Fugu stuff?
No, just the walls.
Just the walls?
Yes.
Oh, well, you do you, I suppose. You do you.
I was tempted to get the crypts, but then again, I was being honest with myself. I wouldn't build them, and they're just too...
You don't have to build them, you just glue them to polystyrene. Why is nobody in there?
Yeah, but that's the building point, where which I wouldn't actually do.
But you've got like a polystyrene cutter.
Yes, I do.
A hot wire one.
That's in the garage next to the
it's like
next to
even
the
less
airbrush.
time. Is this because if you try and walk out to the garage, that somebody will run over you?
Yeah, and I need to get out of my seat for that.
Seems lazy.
Hell's Rock 2.0. Oh, I got Twitch reset. Why did you reset Twitch? Why would you do that? Madness.
How does that work? Do you reset all of Twitch?
Oh God, no! Please. I'll be.
Oh, that was balls.
If you reset Twitch, I'll be back in the tub.
Oh dear. Nobody wants it back in the tub.
I'm back at the top. And with that lovely image.
Oh my God, Tiago, have you been learning from the fucking Spanish there? Because you went down like a sniper in the crowd to take you out, and I couldn't see anybody anywhere near you, and that offends me more than anything else.
And with that being said, we will
Sure, your
leave...
baps, love.
No, not today. Next time, maybe.
You cock tease, Tim. Oh, off the bar. Balls.
Yeah, with that, we will leave Jerry to the second half of his game, and thanks everybody for being there. And now get off my lawn. And don't drink my bathwater. Don't
Don't drink my
That's just mine.
bathwater.
Bye.
What?